If I told you that you could break the real estate money code and buy investment properties with little to no money out of your own pocket and definitely no credit checks by becoming the bank, would you believe me? Trust me, I know that you probably wouldn't. Now, my name is Gene Boykin. I'm the founder of the Go Getter Family Real Estate Investing Academy. This is where I teach people to become the bank and to buy investment properties using subject to and creative financing. Okay. So we get to circumvent the traditional ways of financing. No more coming up with 20, 25% down payment. No more having to have 700, 750, 800 credit scores. No more debt to income ratios. How, you ask? I'm going to show you. So hit that like button. And if you're new to my channel, I want you to consider subscribing if you feel like I bring you some value. Or you could just be a player about it. Hit that subscribe button. Let's go.
I'm a go-getter. They some go-getters. We some go-getters. Hope you a go-getter. Let's get it. I'm a go-getter. They some go-getters. We some go-getters. Hope you a go-getter. Let's get it. I'm a go-getter. Hustle to the end, we some no-quitters. Knock it out the park, we for show hitters. Right, left hemisphere, that's a dome splitter. Yeah. We control our own destiny. Make moves, cultivate whole legacy. Creative finance, bring more ecstasy. The right ingredients, now that's a dope recipe.
My people, what's up, y'all? All right, it's been a minute since I've been on YouTube, man. I've been missing y'all. My bad. Who we got in the house tonight, man? Let me see who's all up. Damn. Hey, Veteran Family Solutions, Wild Bill, what's up? Oh, Wild Bill, Dollar Bill. He's got several names, y'all, in the Go Getter family. Tad, what's happening, my man? Tad. So Tiff and Tad. Everybody drop some flames in the comments for them. They're closing a deal. Did you guys close that this evening? Did we get it closed before the end of 2023, my friend? I know we had to tie up a couple of loose ends. They were going to be signing some paperwork today, man. I hope so. This house is worth, we're going to be helping them to sell it for about $260,000 on terms, getting a down payment. Now, here's the thing, Tad. I found this out after we got off the phone, my brother. I've got an appointment with Antonio's seller tomorrow at 11 a.m. in San Antonio, the one we talked about last night. So, guys, we've got a deal we're working right now, and I'm going off a subject a little bit here, but that's just the way it is when we buy houses by becoming the bank. So my students, Tiff and Tad Klump, a married couple out of San Antonio, the super couple we like to call them, they did a deal just recently in San Antonio. The house was in foreclosure. It was kind of like a buying free foreclosures. They spent a little bit of money, did a couple of repairs. So all in all, it wasn't much money out of their own pocket at all. No credit checks. Well, so now they have this beautiful house that's available that we're going to be selling on terms, okay, rent to own situation. And another one of our students from San Antonio pops up with a person that needs to sell their home because they just got a divorce and they need to kind of downsize in the expenses a little bit, but they have a ton of equity in their property that they need to sell. However, they don't have like all the money and whatnot to get into another place and a like kind of house by not downgrading a ton. And they just got a divorce. We love problems, y'all. That's a problem we love to take care of for you. So we're gonna take a look at working out a situation where we get a down payment from the seller to move into Tiff and Tad's new home that they just got, and we're gonna buy the house that she has. Now, the house that she has, y'all, a little lightweight, $520,000 is the value. That's it. Just 520 grand, just $500,000. That's all. And we're not gonna do one credit check. And we definitely ain't even got to really spend any money out of our own pocket on this because she's in trouble. We have something that she needs. I mean, you can't beat it. You can't beat it. I'm meeting with her tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central. Lavanya. Now, before I forget, what the heck? My damn light just went out. Hold on, y'all. My bad, guys. I had to reset the damn the little button thing. Now I got to find the remote for this other light. So tonight, guys, I'm going to be talking to you guys about my buying free foreclosure strategy so that you can understand how this works, because we're out here doing deals. I don't know about y'all. I don't know about any other experts out there, but we're out here doing deals. On top of that, damn, let me fix my camera. Oh my goodness. This is going to work my nerves. The devil's on our back tonight, y'all. You see how the devil trying to do me? What in the world? Damn it. You guys got to give me a hot second. The devil's trying to take y'all off of this game tonight. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. There we go. Boy, the devil trying to play with y'all's money tonight. Don't be playing with my people's money like that. What's up, y'all? Look at Purdy. Okay, Charvella. Oh, you didn't? Okay, so we didn't get it closed today, Tad, but it's set up for tomorrow. So Tiff and Tad are closing that subject to deal tomorrow by becoming the bank. And before I forget too, y'all, we are having the Go-Getter Families How to Break the Real Estate Money Code 2 live in Houston, Texas, February 22nd through February 25th. There's a link in the description so that you can get registered for that event. Now, we're going to be going nuts in that thing with talking about real estate, bags of money. That's just what we do, because the strategies that we're using, not a lot of people are implementing them the way that we're implementing them. Okay, especially the buying free foreclosure strategy. And in that live event, I'm going to be doing a deep dive into quiet title actions. That's that advanced foreclosure stuff, guys. Now, you talk about high level. You was right, Purdy. Look at that. Look, there's Antonio right there. So Antonio's got the seller who has the problem that we're going to try to put into Tiff and Tad's house that we have an appointment with at 11 o'clock tomorrow. So that's, guys, if we look at that with Tiff and Tad's house and Antonio's house, around $700,000 in houses. That's it. So I wanted to hop on here tonight real quick and talk to you guys a little bit about foreclosures and buying free foreclosures. This is what the Go-Getter family is becoming known for, is being the best at buying foreclosures and stopping foreclosure auctions and helping out these sellers that are in difficult spots. Well, by us helping them out, guys, we get to get a big old bag of money off of the house. Now, here's the other thing. And I got to say this, because the market right now, there's not a ton of buyers in the market because interest rates were so high, and then the economy is doing what the economy is doing. Or, well, it's being manipulated the way it's being manipulated. So what's happening, guys, is real estate investors feel like there's blood in the streets for them. And there is. If you do real estate the traditional way, there's blood in the streets for you. Why is there blood in the streets, you're asking? Well, when we have to go get financing from the bank, y'all, it's one of the biggest setups, and we don't even know it. And it's all good. It's all good if we don't know it, but now we have access to the information and the education. So what I want you guys to do too real quick is drop where you're from in the comments for your boy. We want to know who around the country and around the world is taking in this Go-Getter family information and really becoming part of the Go-Getter family movement, y'all, because this is not a moment. This is a movement, and we're doing real estate the right way. We actually get to help these people. Tiff and Tad bought a house I just did an interview with them a couple of weeks ago. That was my last live I did on my YouTube. They bought a house, guys, and they helped the seller who was in foreclosure, who was moving her things into a storage unit when Tad bumped into her. Well, he didn't like accidentally bump into her. He was going door knocking. So now she has a place to stay. She's got a little bit of money in her pocket. Her credit isn't completely and utterly devastated. And so she feels good again, just about life, right? That problem was taken off of her shoulders. This is why I say, guys, we don't buy houses, we buy problems. Now, here's the thing. See, there's blood in the streets for traditional real estate investors right now because they use bank financing, they use hard money, or they're using their own cash. I mean, dude, we did some calculations last night about down payments and what that would have cost Tiff and Tad traditionally, 25% down payment wise versus becoming the bank. So when we're in that situation, we have higher rates. The terms of service are much more difficult to service, okay? And the bank, private money, they don't care when there's like situations that have happened, okay? And the money flow might not be that great that month for your business. Maybe you had some expenses that you didn't anticipate, right? That were for the repairs, like some big expenses, some surprise expenses, who knows? Well, that's why there's blood in the streets for traditional investors right now, because money is so hard to get. And then it's more difficult to find buyers because less people are qualifying for financing. Now, when we become the bank, on the other hand, and we do real estate the right way. Let me tap in with my people now. Hold on. We got some people in the building. Let me see. California, what's good? Utah, look at old Purdy out there in Utah. Utah's Purdy. The mountains out there is beautiful. Wild Bill, Dallas, North Carolina. Okay, San Antonio in the building. Look at Alaska, Lavanya, you came to my Become the Bank Challenge 1, I think. I really believe, I think, Lavanya, you were in Become the Bank Challenge 1. I know you were in a couple of them, but you were at that first one, Lavanya, I think I remember for sure. Buffalo, New York. Can we purchase foreclosures that are bank owned? That's a great question. I'm going to come back to it. So guys, if you have questions, do put them in the comments, please. And then put where you're from with your question. And I'll answer questions in the second half. Now understand, guys, I'm getting on here at 7 o'clock Central. I have my roundtable at 8 o'clock, which is our small group of high-level real estate assassins, counselors, community investors, but high level, where we get high level in there. We talk about big bags of money, and we got situations going on. Letitia's doing a foreclosure or loss mitigation service for somebody, not buying the house, but helping them to stop their foreclosure auction and restructure their monthly mortgage payment to make it more manageable for them. And the delinquent amount that they are behind, we are helping them to restructure that to make that manageable so that they don't have to pay tens of thousands to catch up what they were behind during this recession. So guess what? Listen, if a person doesn't want to sell their house, that's cool. We can still get paid. Letitia's getting paid $2,500 for that. I'll take $2,500. I don't know about y'all. What? So anyway, Ohio. Okay. Yes. Alabama. Allison Dallas. You're in Alabama? Okay. Dr. Joel's in Alabama too. He's doing that deal. Charlie Williams, Dallas, Texas. Hey, Texas. I'm an honorary Texan now. I'm in Houston right now. I'll be gone tomorrow though. With Option Real Estate Solutions. I like that name. Hell, the deal we're about to do, we got that appointment tomorrow. Antonio, I didn't even get to talk to you, and I have my roundtable coming up. So I'm going to talk to you on a live YouTube, my brother. So for that meeting tomorrow with that prospect, what I need you to do now, if she can get on a Zoom, great. But hear me out here. We're talking about buying a $500,000 house with $200,000 in equity. Here's what I prefer to happen on these. And I think you've seen some of my recorded Zoom calls with student sellers, whether I joint ventured with them or I just helped them out. I like for the person, you, right? Because you connected, she knows you. to actually go over to her house with a laptop, make sure she's on Zoom. And that way you guys are just on the one Zoom, right? And you're kind of sitting there by her. You know, she's primarily in the camera, right? But boom. So we're setting up the ambiance because I'm going to negotiate. It's going to be me, you, and her. And you'll do an introduction, introduce me, boom. And then I'm going to go in, bam. And you're like my wingman, brother. So I'm going to say, yeah, you know, Antonio knows about that, don't you, Antonio? You're going to be like, sure do. And then I'm going back in, bam. Hey, this is about to be art in motion. Real talk. So that's how that'll work, brother. I'll send you a Zoom link too. I'll create the Zoom link. I'll email it to you. Voila, we're in there. Sorry, y'all. I had to take care of a little business. That's just how we get down. Yes, Jim, that was awesome. Tiff and Tad's interview. Tiff and Tad, I was doing a deep dive today with another one of my inner circle students. And I brought up Tiff and Tad just because they're in that deal right now. And they've just been through so much too. Like they battled, they fought for this thing, man. And it's so much sweeter when you fight for it. And then what I love about Tiff and Tad's deal this time around is me and then every member of the Go Getter Family Avengers has played a role in their respective positions. I think you guys met with Coach Molly today, didn't you, Tiff and Tad, for your dispositions? Chicago. I knew you was from a big city in the Midwest, Kahal. I did, and I couldn't even think of which one. But I'm like, he just seems like, well, you're not from there, but that's where you live now, right? Houston, Palm Coast, Lavanya, you was in the first one. Maryland, what's good? What's good? Piscataway, New Jersey, Chicago, Bluffton. Dang, we got people from all over. Louisiana, Tampa, Austin in the building, Dewan in Colorado. I was just in Colorado with the team, Dewan. Hell yeah, man. I love Colorado, man. Dewan's my homeboy. Yes, Coach Molly is a gem. Yes, she's been getting some high-level training of her own, soaking it in. Soaking it in. So, y'all, I do have some slides for you guys. And if you guys have questions, go ahead and drop them in the comments. But I'm going to talk about a few ways that you can stop foreclosure auctions so that we're bringing people value. Now, listen, though, we make a distinction here. All right. We make a distinction. So let me share my screen. We do make a distinction with what we're saying at the time. Okay. So listen to me, guys. I'm about to lace you up. It's the end of 2023. All right. We're going into 2024. And I feel like it's just time that something needs to change. There's a big old bag of money out there waiting on us. Now, if y'all don't want it, I'm cool with that. I'll keep picking up all these bags of money. I'm not mad at you at all. I mean, but I would love to have a lot more company to help me pick up all the bags of money. Okay. So sorry, y'all. Gotta get something. See, here's the thing about me. I'm in the field, like doing this shit while I'm teaching y'all to do it. And then I help y'all to do it because I love y'all and I want y'all to win. And when y'all win, I win. And when I win, y'all win. So it's all good. So I'm going to talk about 3 ways to stop foreclosures tonight. But we got to make a distinction here because, listen, we don't buy houses, we buy problems. And I'm here to tell you guys there is a bottleneck of foreclosures. Okay, let me tell you what that means. During COVID, I got to call my daughter before I get on my round table at 8, so I'm checking my watch. So during COVID, there was a moratorium on foreclosures for FHA loans, government-backed loans. They could not be foreclosed on for a specific period of time. And landlords could not, they couldn't evict people that weren't paying rent, right? So that was the moratorium. But guess what? See, all that money that people were behind, it didn't just disappear. It didn't just dissipate and evaporate into the atmosphere. It was piling up. This is why landlords are being so harsh right now when they're doing background checks and to see, if people qualify to live in one of their rentals, because they're like, I don't want to get screwed again if there's another COVID event. So here's the bottleneck. They couldn't foreclose. So people are falling behind. I'm trying to, let me just remove this real quick. People are falling behind, right? No foreclosures though. So it's just getting wider. And then the moratorium ends, but there's only so many judges. So it bottlenecks. Boop, it bottlenecks. So there's a large amount, an avalanche of people that are behind on payments. While that is unfortunate, the fortunate part of it all is we know magic, y'all. Don't tell nobody, but we know magic. Yeah, we know how to break that real estate money code. Now, the link is in the description too for that live event. Now, that being said, here's the distinction I want you to make when I show you these 3 tactics to stop a foreclosure auction. When we're talking to the prospect, the value that we are bringing in this situation, the value that we're bringing is getting the bank back in check. All right, we're going to check the bank. We're going to check them too. Now we're going to check them. I'm going to check them. Yeah, that's right. Especially if it's a government-backed loan. But we're going to stop that auction. Okay. We're going to, but see, we word this a particular way when we're talking to the prospect, because we're not sitting there telling them, yeah, we're going to get you a forbearance and we're going to do a loan modification and restructure your payments. And then we're going to take over your payments. What? No, don't do that. Please. You're going to mess up the deal. Now, we can help them to do that too. That's the other thing. So we have multiple streams of income within one stream. But here's the distinction. When we're talking to them, we're just letting them know, hey, this is our expertise. This is what we specialize in. So based off of what you told me up to this point, I feel like, we would be able to delay this auction for a little while we work our magic. Because see, we're professionals at this and this is what we do. So we know the ins and outs that the typical homeowner just doesn't know. Because you have your profession, whether you're a truck driver, you're a traveling nurse, you're a welder, you're a plumber, that's your profession. I wouldn't know how to do those things. So don't feel bad that, we come in here and we whip the bank into shape for you. So typically we can buy you some time, but we want to keep that sense of urgency, y'all. Now, y'all, I'm going to leave this YouTube up. Now, y'all need to write this shit down word for word. I'm trying to tell you some good shit. Really, hit that like button, damn it. Hit that like button, drop some flames in the comments. So you say, we're going to whip the bank into shape, but we're still on a really tight timeline here. And see, this is why we always ask probing questions and we find out information, because I want to know who else they've talked to. Have you talked to realtors? Have you talked to other investors? Have you tried to sell it and there wasn't enough equity? There wasn't enough time. You needed to make the repairs and couldn't make them. What was the problem? Because I'm going to say at that time, but there's the timeline is really short here because we've waited so long, to rectify this situation. So selling it with a realtor the traditional way, that's kind of out of the question, because that typically takes an average of 6 months. So that said, there's not many people that can help you out in this situation, Mr. or Mrs. Seller. So what's your goal here? What is it how would you like to see this play out? God, dude, I just be giving y'all the bag. Just here, just take the bag. But see, my bags is like this. I'm like, here, take this bag of money. Take it. Just take it. When you ask that question, you be quiet. Now, let me game you up, because we're going into the new year. 2023 is over. we're going into 2024. It's time to get these bags of money. So let me game you up. So check it out. When they say, well, I don't know, I haven't really thought about it. You know, I want to keep my house. You don't skip a beat. You don't even blink. And you say, and we're going to do everything that we can to help you achieve that. But let's just say for a minute that that's not possible. What's your alternative? Whoa! Did y'all just hear what I said? That is the best line on the planet to overcome an objection with a foreclosure. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the primary objection that you will get when you're in those scenarios, because they haven't thought about it. They're trying to figure everything that they can out up to that point. Okay. So we're asking them that before we get into how we can stop the auction. We're asking them that. So that said, once we get that answer, now we got their mind heading out of the house. So now we're going to get certain paperwork authorized. Hey, we just need you to authorize some paperwork and we can start working on this problem for you. Now, we want to buy ourselves time. We want to stop that auction so we have time to get it under control and market it to find a buyer or to find a way to take care of those delinquent payments. And then whatever money we're going to offer the seller if we're going to buy the house. But what else the go-getter family does and can do, and we teach our students to do, is loss mitigation options, right? We give them a loss mitigation service. So if they truly, really, they're like, we just need more time. We don't want to sell. We don't want to sell. We don't have to put the press on them to sell. We say, you know what? In these instances, our board of trustees has authorized us to give you, work with you on your loss mitigation service, and we can restructure your mortgage to help you to get that back under control, just to get things back under control and kind of start anew. So we do provide that service for you as well. Boom. Now we're getting paid. Either way, talk to me. But we're going to stop that auction so that we got breathing room to work our hand. That's why we're stopping the auction, so we can work our hand. We got to work our hand. So anyway, let me hurry up. My baby's calling me. Okay. So the 3 ways to stop a foreclosure auction. District court delays of sale. Now hear me out. These are for judicial states, because there are some states that are non-judicial. Those states, they don't really have too many delays that you can do your work your hand with through the court system. Now, I'm going to give you some other delays, but this, like through the system, clerk of courts or the trustees that are the administrators of the sale, administering the sale. In a non-judicial state, there's not too many delays. In judicial states, there are many, many delays, like my state, Iowa, my old state. There's a 90-day delay of sale that you can get, but you got to ask the judge for that. New Jersey. Now, I don't even know if New Jersey is judicial or non-judicial, but I do know that you can get 2 28-day delays all the way up until the day of the auction at 12 p.m. in the afternoon, because the auction's at 1:30 in New Jersey at the sheriff's. You go to the sheriff's, you bring them a letter, a photocopy of the owner's ID, and a $28 money order. Boom, 28 days. Guess what? After those first 28 days are up, you can do it again. So you've just bought yourself, if you're in New Jersey, which has beautiful foreclosures, you've just bought yourself 56 days. And hear me here. You can do that all the way up until the day of the auction at noon, y'all. We just bring some pixie dust and sprinkle it all over that shit. Real estate pixie dust, that is. I'm trying to tell you. So there's that. Minnesota's got one too. Affidavit of postponement, y'all. Shit, 5 more months. Talk to me. Next is the reinstatement. Now, a reinstatement this is how we want to acquire the property, because hear me out. Listen to me. Dr. Joel's in a situation. Now, he's in my inner circle now, but he was just in my last Become the Bank Challenge. Also, we have a Become the Bank Challenge coming up in January too. So there's that part. Free training, January 17th. I'm trying to bring 2024 in with a bang, y'all. Listen, I was just in Cancun, Mexico, chilling, walking on the beach, watching the sunrise and shit, taking in the waves, twinkling my toes. What? I went by myself. Y'all want to come with me? Can we go together? I need y'all to make a big old bag of money. Let's go. So anyway, my bad, y'all. I just do want y'all to win. I really, really do. So now we're talking reinstatement. Now listen to me. These houses that we get, like Dr. Joel's foreclosure, he's selling, God, what is that thing? It's valued at 175, I believe. I think it is this one. He's got a $500,000 one. And then this one that we're working right now is 175,000, I believe. Now don't quote me on that, but I do know that it's $18,000 delinquent. Now, if we were to reinstate that, that would be the acquisition cost. And then the seller wants 8,000 and some change. Now, if we had to pay that 18,000, then we're going to restructure that 8,000 that the seller's getting of their equity up front. But we're not in this instance. However, this is how I started. This is how I got in the game, was with the reinstatements. Listen to me. And please hear me out on this. I'm just gaming y'all up right now. If I don't have 42 likes on here, man, y'all bogus as hell. Really. Straight up. Because the algorithm in YouTube needs this. Real estate people that want to get in the game need this information if they don't have hundreds of thousands of dollars or great credit. This is how I became a millionaire right here. I'm going to give it to you. This is how. Because I started with $1,700, y'all. Just imagine yourself being in a position where you lost your job. You got, a family to take care of. You got kids, so you got responsibilities, and you take care of your responsibilities. And now you don't have an income. You've been forced to bet on yourself. There comes moments where it looks like you're walking off the edge of a cliff. But that desperation is going to breed the courage that you need, the faith that you need, but you have a decision to make in that moment. The decision is, do I go back to the same old thing that I've been doing that I know doesn't work? Do I get another job and be just over broke? Is that what I do again? Or do I bet on myself 100% and go all in one time on me? Bet it all, push all the chips in, all $1,700 of them. So the reinstatement was my silver bullet, my key, the path down the yellow brick road. The reinstatement is just paying the amount that they are behind. So listen to me. The house is worth hundreds of thousands. Dr. Joel's, for an example, it's worth 175,000. It's behind 18,000. Okay. Now I would get that under contract. In that instance, I might offer the seller a couple of thousand or 5,000. They're in trouble. Nobody else can help them but me anyway. So you're going to take it or not. What is we doing at this point? Kind of, a little bit. It gets like that kind of. But anyway, so what I would do then is tell them you're not getting that 2,000 or 5,000 until after the house is fixed up and sold. Now I don't got to come out of pocket for that. Hear me out here. Now, once I got it under control, there's still an auction. They're behind 18,000. That's the reinstatement amount. I would go find the buyer. Typically in that scenario, I'm going to find an investor and I'm going to sell it to, that's what I do. That's what I did when I had the 1,700 to build up so I could do it myself without having to go out and find an investor. I paid the reinstatement on houses that I own out of state. So anyway, I would find the investor and have them give me a down payment that's higher than the 18,000. Now they're buying the house from me on terms that's in foreclosure. Boom. They're buying it on terms. They paid me a down payment. I take the down payment money and I reinstate the mortgage. Boom. Guess what? I just bought a free house. And I'm cash flowing it now because my buyer is paying me more than what the monthly mortgage payment is. Now, yes, I got to pay the seller the 2,000 or the 5,000 or whatever. But so what? I got an asset worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. I've got reliable monthly payments coming in from my buyer like clockwork. Man, what? That was how I started. The reinstatement, that's the silver bullet, because think about it. Think about this. Like for me, I did a deal where the reinstatement was $15,783. I got a $30,000 down payment from my buyer. I took the $15,700 and paid the bank. So that house I sold it for $189,900. Not $189,900. I'm sorry, $89,900, just $89,900. I gave my buyer a hell of a deal. Whoa! I wish I had that little bit of chump change myself and didn't have to get it out of the mud, because I gave him a great deal. Oh my God. That deal was so good, y'all, that the deal that I had was good, but I had to stop the foreclosure auction and I didn't have the money. I didn't have the money. So I gave my buyer just a beautiful deal. Gave him he gave me the $30,000 down payment. Now I got to put 10,000 of that in my pocket. I needed that 10 G's at the time. So I wasn't even tripping. It was all good. And I got an asset. So reinstatement. I got to hurry up because I'm about to call my baby. Then I got to do my round table. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the atomic button, self-filing bankruptcy. Self-filing bankruptcy. And what I was saying with that reinstatement, do you think it was easier for me to find $15,700 or find $89,900? Think about that. Is it going to be easier for you to find a couple $100,000 just to buy the house, or find $20,000, $15,000, $10,000 to reinstate the mortgage? And you still get ownership. Why? Because we're buying it subject to the existing loan, baby. We're just reinstating that loan, making it good again. And then we're taking it over. Whoa, this shit's a gift from God, y'all. I love it. Now, this is the atomic button, self-filing bankruptcy. I did do one of these. We've done a lot of these. We've done a lot of them. It's the atomic button. Listen, if the bank wants to talk jazzy and they don't want to wiggle any, bend any, guess what? It's all good. Cool. Oh, you want to play tough. That's what you want to do. I like it when you play tough. Shit, what's up? Bam. We're doing that self-filing. Dude, we have done some last second. Shit, man, last second. Anyway. All right, y'all. Those are 3 ways to stop foreclosure auctions going into 2024. So y'all, I'm gonna get on up out of here now. Now listen, there's information that dropped at Pixie Dust. That's right, Kim. So listen, guys, I'm having my How to Break the Real Estate Money Code event February 22nd through the 25th live in Houston, Texas. It's going down, y'all. Our live events are something different now. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I gotta keep it real with you because there's something amazing. So that said, there's a link in the description, okay, to take a look at getting those tickets. There's a bonus. The bonus 4th day is going to be absolutely unequivocally amazing. On top of that, guys, I'm bringing in a couple of experts. One of them has over a $10 million portfolio. I just put a post of him in my Facebook. I shared a post in my Facebook today where he and a student of his bought a 20-unit multifamily using owner financing, seller financing, y'all. I mean, look, this is just what we do. So I'm bringing in the Johnny Lynham. He's the military CEO. He's got over a $10 million portfolio, multifamily, single family. He's going to be talking about multifamily in a couple different sessions throughout that weekend. So that's going to be an amazing thing. So you're definitely going to want to be there for that. Now, if you can't make it, I'm having a free training January 17th. And then, of course, the first Become the Bank Challenge of 2024. That's going to be on January 22nd, y'all. So if I see you there, great. We're going to be buying houses. I don't know what y'all are doing in 2024. If I don't see you there, well, damn. I mean, I'm going to see you. I'm going to see you when I see you. I just hope you ain't one of my tenant buyers when I see you. Shit, I'd rather joint venture with you than have you be one of my tenant buyers. You know what I mean? So y'all, I do love y'all. I do appreciate y'all. And I got to get on up out of here, man. I got my round table. I got to call my baby. I do hope the information that I gave you guys tonight, you found valuable. If you did, consider subscribing to my channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. If you're watching the recording on round 2, drop some flames in the comments for your boy. Let us know where you're from too. All right. So y'all already know what it is. Till next time, let's get to it, y'all.
Hi, Go Getter family. Happy Friday. We're here. It's Friday. I wanted to dive right into the questions today. This has been very, very insightful and very enlightening for me to go on live. I am normally known as a secret agent. Most of my clients come from referrals. I don't do a lot of social media because I get a lot of business just from getting out here and doing the work that needs to be done. So this was a challenge for me, believe it or not, to get on here every day, and I'm so glad that I did. It has opened me up in ways that I just can't even imagine until now that anything's possible. So I'll dive right into the questions. The first question was, what am I thankful for every day that I wake up? I am thankful for all of the lessons that have led me to this moment in time. And what I mean by that is the knowledge that I have gained all week, every single day, has been phenomenal. I know I keep saying that, but I can't express it enough. So I'm truly thankful for meeting all of you, the energy, the vibes, the welcoming of every day, welcoming everyone to the group, welcoming everyone to interact with each other. It's truly wonderful to be amongst really great people, super, super great people. The second question that I wanted to address was, what value has this brought to me? All I can say is this has truly been a life-changing experience for me in the real estate industry. It's like a magical weapon that only the select few know about, and I am so grateful to be a part of someone that knows the secret weapon. Case in point, in doing my due diligence to find out who certain owners are of properties, there would be times that I felt like I was going down a rabbit hole, trying to find out who the owner was, like it would just lead me to a dead end. And now I know why. Now I totally get it. And I ask God to just guide me to finding out how to tap in and to be able to get more clients. This is it. This is it. There is no mystery as to how I ended up here. I know why I ended up here. So just wanted to give that example in relation to the value that has been super wonderful. The exposure, everything about it has just brought so much value, truly life-changing. What more can I say? I mean, what other alternative is there when you have this type of high-level knowledge to be able to go out and help people, help your own family, and build so much wealth by helping so many? So the value has just been infinitely blissful for me. I'm going to skip over 3 and 4 because, I feel like that's repetitious.